Okay, good morning, Team Floppy Ears. Episode 12, I believe. I know I missed another day, but no, he got himself a little 13 right there because the days of him jumping up, I'm getting tired of it. And I don't want him jumping up on his family, so he's going to learn. Good boy. Now that he's nice and calm, we'll give him a piece of food here. Good boy. Yeah, dude, we're just out here I guess we're gonna kind of show you what we're doing at the time. Show you what we're doing at the time. Come on, pup. Climb. Good, steady. Little impulse control. Just like a morning obedience session. Like what am I doing? What am I doing with Ash today? Good. Trying to forge him into a little bit of a down position. I think I got bit by an insect. Ashy, hey, climb. Nope, nope, climb. Good. Good. Sit. Good. Good. Get him down. Good. Try to work the down position with him. Maybe that's something I could teach you guys today. Food in the hand, to the face, down the chest. Not giving it to him until he goes into a down. Then I open up the floodgates of reward. Beautiful. Free. Free him. Good. Climb. Good. Pay him for doing that. A little confidence boost. Sending down the chest. Push back a little bit. Good. And then you pay him for going into the down. Because he don't know the down command yet. So I'll be like, down. Like he doesn't know yet. It's just about forging it first, like this. He's cheating. He's not fully down. Good. Now he's down. I'll open it up and pay him. Good. Then we give him payments while he's in a down position. Good. Good. Yes. Good. You climb. Good. Sit. Good. Down. Good. So now add in a command sound while I get him to do it. You know what I'm saying? So like say the command, get him to perform, set it up, down, get him to do it. But I see it's easier to attach the sound to the behavior once you see the dog is starting to like go into the position a little bit easier. At first, it's just about getting the behavior and not worrying about a command sound, a command sound. Obviously, it's early, and just pay the shit out of him while he's in a down like this. All kinds of payments, and then randomly, free. Good, free him. Good. Climb. Sit. Good. Down. Good. I ain't gonna keep repeating it either. Like I'm gonna say it once and then use my luring strategy to get him to do it. I'm just trying to attach that sound. I'm not trying to repeat it a million times and have it lose value now. And just think that by the 45th time I say it, he's gonna get it. No. It takes a while for him to understand the command sound. At the beginning stage, we're just getting it to happen a lot. We're just getting it to happen a lot, and then we could fade the lure as we go. Free. Good. Climb. You see how I sort of timed up that sound to the behavior? Like I knew it was coming, so I said it before he did it. Just attaching a sound to behavior. Attaching a sound to behavior. Sit. I knew he was about to sit, so I set it, and then he did it. Down. Good. So keep in mind, when I got the food to his face, I say down, and then I get him to perform it with to the nose, in the hand, keep it in the hand, don't give it to him, down the chest. Once he performs, open it up. He's not getting paid before then. Does that make sense? But I am going to pay him for holding his position over here while I was teaching you guys in the camera. Here. Tap the button, say here. Climb. Sit. Good. Down. No. No, no, no. Down. Good. Here. Here. Good. Climb. Good. Sit. Down. Now we're getting it. You guys see this? Just a little bit quicker. You know, going into position a little bit quicker. Why? Not because he's suddenly figuring out what the command sound means. It's because I'm just creating this pattern for him, dude. Becoming a little more predictable. You know, and then you layer in sounds and then you get it on command only. But look, I'm a guy that I'm not going to big dick you if you don't have shit perfectly on verbal command. If you could get your command with a hand gesture, a hand signal, or if you could get your behavior with a command sound or a signal, down. Good. Then, I mean, I'm happy with it. You know what I'm saying? You could, if it's a goal of yours to get to the point where you just have it on a command sound, that's great. Like, that's great. We fade the lure, fade the lure. But at the end of the day, it's still how many times have I rep this? And then you attach a sound to the behavior. You know, does that make sense to you guys or not? They just don't understand what it means because you understand what the word means. Free. Good. Climb. Sit. Down. Good. Over and over and over and over. Good boy. Okay, free. Good boy. And that's just what we're doing this morning. Now, I'm going to take you guys right out front here, provide a little bit more of a challenge for him, and see if we can't work on a little bit of off-leash recall. Fucking bulldozer. Man, you're a bulldozer. You is a bulldozer, son. Got to make sure he understands this e-collar because it's what's going to provide him more freedom to do shit in his life. I already went over this session with my owner, but it's what we're doing today. Ash, here. Yes. I like to wait for the dog to be like distracted by some shit because that's when I'm going to need to get him back, right? That's not how it starts, though. That's not how the conditioning process starts. At the beginning, it's like he's like already coming towards me, and I'm tapping it, and I pay him. This is like the next phase of it, where he kind of understands it. He's felt it. He's been conditioned to it. Come up. Which is why I have him off leash. Otherwise, at the beginning steps, I typically will have the dog on a long line first. But here we are. I guess it would be a good point in time for me to like describe to you guys why I know most dogs have shitty fucking recall off leash. Is because most people have dogs that don't know what it feels like to be off leash. They've just been tethered on a leash their whole fucking life. And then by the time they're 2 and 3 years old, if you let them off leash, you wonder why they don't come back to you because it's a commodity. Whoa, party time. I've never felt this before. It's unfamiliar. If you get used to rolling, come here, pup. Yes. If you get used to, like, if your dog gets used to rolling with you off leash and you incorporate like an actual communication system with a little tap on the shoulder, and they get used to rolling with you and you work on this fucking pattern over and over again, it's not an unfamiliar feeling for the dog. You know what I'm saying? So the predictability is going to be there. You have no predictability. You have no reliability if your dog has never been off leash before, because they just don't know what it feels like. Why would they come back to you? Do you know what I'm saying? It's like they have no education. They have no foundation for any sort of off leash obedience. And you would expect them to come back to you. Why? Because they love you. There's a big difference between like a dog loving you and like a dog respecting you and having like an actual like real relationship with them. And you don't just get the relationship because, oh, well, I feed you. You should listen to me. It doesn't work that way. I put the food bowl down and I walk away, but we don't really spend any quality time really working on shit together. So you better listen to me. Like, it doesn't work like that. Not with dogs. You might be able to, good boy. I'm gonna pay him just for coming back to me on his own there. But this is my shit. I want to train my dog to a point where I could do more with them in life. So this is like a must for me. And I have this beautiful space to be able to work on this, which is pretty cool. All right, Bubba, come on. Go get distracted or something. I mean, you get it to the point where your dog don't even want to go far from you. You know what I mean? Pay him every time he comes back to me on his own. Now, I know you're thinking, oh, well, this isn't very distracting. Of course it's not. If we're not fucking dialed in and reliable, like, why would I take him to a place he's not prepared for yet? This is foundation setting 101, bro. Like, we can up the ante later, but unless we got a dialed in foundation where I at least feel like, all right, I think I could get him back, like we're doing good. I'm not taking him on a public off leash hike where there's a bunch of shit happening yet. That's something we build up to and we graduate to. And even in that context, I'm still probably going to have him dragging 30 foot of line just in case until I continue working. Good boy. Here. Good. Sit. Yes. Until I do this type of shit on a reg, bro. Like, we build a relationship through this shit that you're looking at here. And then it's like, it just becomes so reliable to you. Like, you're not even tripping. You go into those environments like, oh, I got my boy. My boy got me. Like, the mindset is different. When you prepare properly, the mindset going into different situations, higher level degree of difficulty situations, is much different because you know you don't work for this shit. You don't work for this, you ain't getting it. That's just not how this works. Here, here, yes. Heel, good. Sit, yes. And you do it all off leash like this, dude. Because we're trying to get away from him feeling like being off leash is such a foreign thing. You don't want that. Like, you want your dog to know what it feels like to be off leash. Does that make sense to you guys? I'm sure it does. All of you guys are very smart. But this is just his morning breakfast. Uh-oh, don't want to give you any of those ones. Those ones made you break out earlier in the week, didn't it? But look, I mean, the proof's in the pudding, bro. You guys just like sitting here and good boy, just engaging with me. I'm not asking him to do it. I'm not asking any of this. It's just kind of what you get, you know? So you guys take that for what it's worth. What is this, episode 12? I know I missed a day or two. Life gets hectic, life gets crazy, but here we go. We got another week left, I think, with him, and we're going to continue taking him out into public. And man, I'm going to up the high value reward system when we're in public to see if I can get him to take food in public, because this is a really comfortable, familiar setting for him. And things change a little bit once we get into a more stimulus, you know? So, good boy. Anyway, that's all for the video. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching Toodle Pip. We'll see you in the next one. It's a good dog. Look at that.